Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to accounts class. Hope everyone are doing good at your houses, taking care of yourself and attending all the classes. Hopefully, try to attend the classes kindly. Everybody, kindly attend your classes. Don't miss any of the classes. And we are already completed more than half of the portions. Okay, so don't neglect, have some seriousness towards your studies. With a small smile, we will start our class today. Okay, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is issue and redemption of debentures. Issue and redemption of debentures. Okay, so in the previous chapter we have discussed about the company shares. Now you have certain idea about the company and what are the shares, how the shares will be issued, what will be the price, and how the shares once it is issued. So what are the stages, application, allotment and calls, all these different stages, how to pass the journal entries we have learned in the share capital chapter itself. It is just attached to that chapter, it is a continuation. The debenture chapter is also a continuation of that chapter itself. It is linked with that. Even these debentures are issued in companies. Debentures is also one of the type of the securities which will be issued in the companies. Okay, what are these securities means? See, securities involve so many things. You can, I think everyone have heard about mutual funds, and here debenture and bonds, security bonds we call. So some other and many other types of debentures are there, where all together we call it as securities. Okay, it is securities is nothing but different types of instruments that the company will be issuing to the public to invest, for investing. Whatever the different like shares we have, even including shares, debentures, bonds, all this all together we call it as securities. Okay, so we have a certain we have learned certain things in share capital chapter itself. What is company, how it is going to be processed, all how the funds are raising. The main concept in previous chapter and this chapter, how the funds are raised. And coming to debentures here, debentures are those which is just, in simple word I can say, it is just like a loan. It's just like a loan, how an individual person will take the loan from a bank, and the same way the debentures are given, issued by the company. Instead of taking loan from the bank, the company itself, they are issuing certain certificates called as debentures. They are issuing the securities called as debentures, where they are going to borrow the money from the public. It is just like borrowing the money from the public. Instead of taking loan from the banks, they are taking the loan from the public. That is what debenture actual meaning in general terms. Okay, so debenture was derived from a Latin word, that is debere. Debenture was derived from the Latin word, that is debere, which means borrow. We are borrowing something. It's a written instrument. It is a written document or written instrument which will be sealed and signed by the company. Company seal will be there, and it is an acknowledgement for the person who is investing in this debenture things. Okay, so I think you have learned about this what is companies act, all certain information you have learned in the business study chapters in the previous year, I hope so. The same thing we are just going with the accounting procedures here. Okay, so basic theory is the same. So here debenture is an instrument, written instrument, which is just like a debt. It is a debt amount which is borrowed by the company from the public. Okay, a simple psychology in this is, see, if as a company, if I go and borrow the loan from the bank, you can ask me, we can ask taking a loan from a bank and borrowing the money from a public. It's the same. What is the difference in that, and what is the benefit for the company, or how it will be benefited for the investors also. Simple thing is that if you go for a bank and borrow a loan from a bank, who is going to decide the interest rate? The bank will be deciding the interest rate. Is it right? And whatever the interest rate is charged by the bank, obviously the company has to pay the interest. Is it right? For the loan taken. But in case of debenture, why they issue debenture means the companies are very clever and smart here. So they will issue this debenture instrument to the public asking for investing in their company, and it is in the form of borrowing money, that is in the form of loan only. These people, the company people will decide the rate of interest, not the public. Here they are company itself issuing the debentures and they are taking the money from the public and they themselves decide the interest rate. How much percentage of interest they are going to pay for the public, it is decided by the companies. Whereas if the company borrow a loan from a bank means the banker will decide. Based on that the company has to pay. Is it right? So what is the main concept of giving loan for anybody? It is obviously we expect certain interest out of that loan. Is it right? So when we have some money with us and we are helping other people by giving our money, it is nothing but we are also expecting some returns on that. That is, the return is nothing but interest. We get, when we take loan, we have to pay interest. As well as when we give someone or somebody, if we are giving a loan, obviously we also expect the returns. That returns is nothing but interest. So here debentures is an instrument, a written instrument. It is acknowledged by the company seal. Okay, seal, and it is signed by entire the company itself. Instead of sign, or they will be having a common seal in the company. So they will issue for the public and raise the funds. They will collect the funds. Okay, and the company will decide what is the rate of interest that they are going to pay for the public. That is a major thing why the company are issuing the debentures for the public instead of going for a loan in the bank. Okay. Next, coming to bonds. Bonds also similar to the debentures itself. It is also an instrument. It is also a written instrument. It is also included in securities. Now these bonds usually it will be issued by the government in the government projects or government official companies. Like if you take governments have many projects like constructing of flyovers, construction of roads, and construction of a dam. When they have these big projects of government, they will also issue some bonds. They issue bonds to the public. Whoever is interested in investing in the bonds, so the public can invest in those government bonds and they can also get some rate of profits or returns will be given for them also. But comparatively private company, the government companies will issue rate of returns will be little bit less compared to the private. Okay, so bonds are also comes under the debt itself. It is also instrument of debt. Debt means borrowing. So it is usually done in the government office, government projects or big government deals which they are going to do. In that case, if they want to raise the money for that particular project, they are going to issue the bonds, public bonds for the public, and whoever is interested, they can invest in the government bonds and they can get the returns. Okay. So in this chapter we are going to learn detailing about the debentures only. Okay. Now you have seen the meaning of shares. You know what is shares and how it will be issued, what are the charges it will be done. Now we have discussed about the debentures also. Do you feel any differences there between the share and the debentures? Yes, obviously there is a difference between the shares and debentures. Let us discuss about the differences here. The first difference is ownership. So here the shares, whoever is purchasing the shares, those shareholders, whoever is investing or purchasing the shares, those shareholders we call it as owners. They have the ownership with them. They have the ownership with them, and those people, the shareholders, will be considered as owners of the company, especially equity shareholders. Equity shareholders, mainly the shareholders, we have equity and preference. So whoever is purchasing the shares, especially equity shares or preference shares, when they purchase or they invest their money in the shares, they are part of ownership. They have the ownership towards the company. They can also feel as the owners of that particular company. Whereas debenture holders, whoever is investing in debentures, they are not called as owners. They don't have the ownership hold on the company. They are not owners. Is it right? See, if you are going to take a loan from a bank based on your house property, you have kept the security as your house, you have given the security property as your house, okay, to take a loan. You have pledged your house, and not pledging, just a security, you have kept your house documents. Keeping a house documents in a bank, it doesn't make that the banker will never become an owner of your house unless you are not able to pay. Is it right? If you are repaying the entire loan amount, you can get back your documents and the property still belongs to you only. It will belongs to you unless you declare that you cannot pay the loan. In the same way, when a company is borrowing money from the public in the form of debentures, it is considered as loan. And the person or people who are investing in the debentures, they cannot become the owners of that particular company. So, debenture holders will not be having the ownership, but whereas the shareholders will have the ownership. That is a difference. Understood? Next, coming to returns. So, whoever is investing in shares, they will be receiving returns. What are the returns? They receive the returns in the form of, you remember in the previous class I have explained in the previous chapter. Whatever the returns that they receive out of shares is nothing but we call it as dividends. That is the profits they receive in the form of dividends. Whereas whoever is invested in the debentures, they receive the returns in the form of interest. Interest will be paid for the debenture holders. Dividends will be paid for the shareholders. Now, what is the difference in this dividend and interest means? See, both are cash only, both are money, both given in the form of money itself. Whereas dividend is always paid out of the profits of the company. Whereas interest, it can, even if the company is earning profits or if it is not earning, doesn't matter. Irrespective of earning of profits, they have to pay the interest to the debenture holders. Whereas for the shareholders, only when profits are earned by the company, then only the dividend will be given. Okay, but interest, they have to it should be paid for the debenture holders, whether they are earning the profits or not. But the company has to pay interest for the debenture holders. Got it? So, the returns given on the shares is dividend, and the returns which is given for the debenture holders, it is interest. Okay. Next we have voting rights. What is this voting rights? So, as I told you, when they have ownership with them, they have certain, when they want to take major decisions in the company, they go to votes. Voting will be taken from all the owners because there are plenty of owners in the company. Whoever is having the shareholders, whoever is invested, they will have the voting rights. Since they have the ownership with them, they have the voting rights. Whereas debenture holders will not have the voting rights. Understood? They are not the owners of the company, so they don't have the voting power. Voting rights will not be given for the debenture holders. Okay. Next, coming back to repayment. So, repayment of the amount. Now, whoever is investing in the debentures, instrument in debenture securities, so it is considered as a loan. It is borrowing. It is in the form of loan only. So, repayment of that principal amount will be done after certain period. It is based on the agreement. So, if at all they have decided within 5 years or they have 10 years of time, at that particular time they have to return the principal amount and the interest and so on, so it will be written. So, after 10 years, obviously they have to return back the debenture holders amount, full amount, whatever they have invested, that should be given back by the company. Okay. So, there is a certain fixed time within that when the date is expired, by that time the debenture holders amount should be paid back to the debenture holders itself. Whereas the shareholders investments will not be paid back until unless the company is winding up. Until unless the company is living for a long life, the shareholders money will stay with the company itself. It will not be repaid. Usually it will not be repaid until the life of the company. Until when it is at the time of winding up of the company, then they may repay. Not fully also, it maybe depends on the condition, financial status of that particular company. If they are able to repay full amount, they will repay. If they are not able to repay the full amount, then they may go for the what is availability, funds availability. Based on that, they are going to repay the money for the shareholders. So here, when it comes to repayment of the amount, the debenture holders amount will be, that is the investment done by the debenture holder will be returned back to debenture holders after certain period which is mentioned in the agreement or in the documents. Okay, once the date is expired, it will be paid back before the winding up of a company. Whereas shareholders money will not be returned back to shareholders until unless the company goes to wind up stage. Okay, the next comes to the security. So always debentures have certain securities. Debenture holders will have certain security on the assets of the company. If at all, in case the company is not payable, their repayment of their investment is not done by the company. If the company is not capable of repaying the principal amount, in that case, the debenture holders, certain debenture holders will have the claim on the assets of the company. They can claim the assets. They can take any assets of that particular company to recover their principal amount. Principal amount is nothing but their investment, what they have done through instrument or through the debentures. Whereas the shareholders will not have any security will not be there for the shareholders, because they are highly risk. They are in highly risk. They are the owners. They have, and they have voting rights. They get dividends when more profits are there. Obviously, the dividends also will be gained more and more. Whereas they don't have any security. If at all the company goes into loss, and when it is not able to repay the amount, it is a loss for the shareholders also. They cannot get back their amount which they have invested in the shares. Whereas the debenture holders have full security to get back his money, even if the company is not paid at the stage of paying, or it is the company is undergoing the losses, but they can claim certain assets of the company and they can get back their money, whatever they have invested in the company. And next, the last one is convertibility. So here the convertibility is option is applicable for debentures. So whoever is investing in debenture securities, so after some years, like 4-5 years, they can convert these debentures into equity shares or any type of shares they can convert. Instead of being a debenture holder, they can convert into shares and they can become a shareholder of that particular company. Whereas shares cannot convert into debentures. Once you are a shareholder, you are invested in shares, then that cannot be converted into debentures. So debentures can be converted into shares, but shares cannot be convertible into debentures. So these are the 6 differences. You have differences between the shares and debentures. Once again, just recall ownership. Ownership is given for the shareholders, not for the debentures. Okay. Returns. Dividend is given. The returns on the shares is called as dividend, and the returns on the debentures we call it as interest. And dividend will not be fixed. Only this particular amount will be given. No, it depends on the profits. So if the company is earning more profits, obviously they earn more dividend. If the company is earning less profits, they will get the less dividend. Whereas the interest is fixed based on the amount what they are investing. The debentures, whatever the interest they are paying, that will be fixed. It will not change. Depending on the profit, it will not change. Whether it is earning more or less profits, the same fixed rate of interest will be paid for the debentures. Okay. Next, coming to voting rights, shareholders have the voting rights, but debentures does not have voting rights. Repayment. So repayment of amount whatever they are invested in the company will be done for the debenture holders after certain period of time, but the shareholders money will not be repaid until unless the company goes under winding up. And next, security. Shareholders does not have any security based on for their repayment of the money, or if the company is not able to pay, in that cases they cannot claim any property of the company. Whereas the debenture holders, if the company fails to repay the principal amount or their invested amount, they have rights to take certain property of which belongs to the company. It can be any asset, so they can claim through that. And next, convertibility. The shares cannot be converted into debentures, but the debentures can be converted into shares. So today we have learned certain introduction part for the debenture chapter, issue and redemption of debenture. So issue, first part we are going to learn about the issue. The same similar to the share capital chapter. While issuing the shares, whatever we have the procedure like prospects, application, allotment, call, the same way it will go. Okay. Here also prospects, and then comes application of debentures, allotment of debenture, call, first call of debenture and final call of debenture will be taken place. After that, one more topic you have to issue of debentures at par, issue of debentures at premium, issue of debenture at discount. All this similar to the share capital chapter we will be having in the case of issue. Coming to redemption means how we are going to repay the principal amount. Those journal entries are little bit different that we will learn in the further classes. Okay. Now with this, along with this, the next coming up classes I am going to teach you the problems which is similar journal entries what we have learned in the share capital chapter. Same journal entries you are going to pass in the debenture chapter also. One small change is instead of share you are going to write debenture. Wherever you write share application, you will write debenture application. If you are writing share allotment, here you are going to write debenture allotment. That is the difference. That's all in the journal entry. Calculation wise everything is same to same. Okay. So next we have the next topic. I'll continue with the next topic. Okay.